stock because I put myself already in disadvantage.
Yep.
Especially.
All right, it is going to be Steve.
Ooh. I like it. I wasn't aware that Tyroy had a Steve.
Yeah, I have heard legends of the Tyroy Steve. That was the character that, like, when Steve came out, because Tyroy is very much a lab monster.
Okay.
Very much a lab monster. I was telling Iono earlier that because Tyroy was #1 and he was especially in UIUC out in Champaign.
Yeah.
He would beat people. Oh, what?
Sorry, we got some discussion going on around the commentary
That's
booth.
fine. Oh, yes, thank you. Frank is in YC. But anyway, so Tyroy was #1 in UIUC so much in Smash 4 that he would beat people with like Donkey Kong and like BDD
Yeah.
characters he like wouldn't even. And so he was getting like first place playing those characters.
What's up? How's it going? I'm Jam Just. Jam Just is my tag. Justin. Good to meet you.
Yeah, like so we're gonna have another commentator hopping on.
We got someone tapping in here for the start of the set. No, you're good to go.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Now they can hear you. Yep.
What's going on, man?
Welcome. We got Tyroy and Connie. Tyroy, as Xylus was just talking about, Smash 4 legend, #1, like in.
Oh, is that so?
For Smash 4 throughout,
In
like
Illinois for like half of it. Yeah.
Tyroy is?
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
And I haven't seen him around too much. Correct me if I'm wrong, Xylus, but I know he's like, yeah, he's like in and out for like consistency for ult tournaments, but obviously very good player.
Smash 4 legend, but he plays Steve in Ultimate. Sounds like a true legend if I was to put
This
a
is
name
the
on him.
first time I've seen him play Steve. I know.
Oh, really? What's his other name? This is my first time at Ignition, by the way.
Oh,
so.
sick. Awesome. Did he play Bayo as well before Steve, or is that?
Ooh, the grab? I'm swiveled. Yeah. So in any case, we got that little trap right there going on with the TNT, of course. That's going to be a huge situation when it comes to ledge trapping, of course. But just a get out of dodge like option just in general, because obviously Steve has the whole air dodge thing going on top of it. So
Both these characters are really frustrating to get back on stage against. They both just have like a ton of traps they can set up because they both just got items like ready at their disposal.
It's true, but the thing is that it's kind of like a war of attrition in some sense, because they have to kind of like whittle it down if we treat like charge shot as a resource. But at the end of the day, Steve of course has to mine for resources, and Samus can just always charge it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Samus does pretty well. I'm not really familiar with this matchup though. So
I'm not either, but
yeah.
I could see. Oh.
Oh, he built the penis. I don't know if we're allowed to say that on stream, but there it is.
What was I gonna say? I haven't seen this matchup in particular, but I could see Samus as being one of the characters that like is able to go toe to toe with Steve for sure.
Yeah, it really all depends on how charge shot behaves with the blocks. And it kind of looks like it doesn't actually make them disappear. It just kind of damages them slightly. And
okay.
Then you know, so maybe just because of that, we'll see what goes on here. But he likes to just go over the wall, which is always dangerous because Steve can just threaten with that up smash.
It is frustrating when you like make all the work to get over the wall, and then you just get up tilted into taking 60%.
Of course, yeah. Or if you're at 80 plus and then you get up smash, you're a little in the air. Maybe you're a light character like mine and you die, right?
Who do you play?
I play Sephiroth.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But in any case, Steve is going to, maybe he's going to shoot the charge shot down below, but the trap is going to actually send him off stage. And he is a stock up, though. So
he just got a diamond on deck, so that's definitely huge. If he could take this stock quick.
There's a diamond? I don't see it on the bar.
He just crafted it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see if he can get the stock right now before he's able to actually put this diamond in good use. Because if he's able to, this will be huge.
Yeah.
Especially because it's 0-0. Taking the first game in this kind of set is huge, but he does
there it is, yeah. And no matter how much percent you're up, when Steve has diamond in hand, it's terrifying to play against.
It's always threatening for sure. And of course, the thing about Steve, like, there's so many broken things about him. Like, a lot of his moves put him on any character and they instantly become top tier. But as we're talking about that, the back air
will take it. That move is, like, insanely strong.
What do you think is the most obscene Steve move?
Steve move?
I would say it's between, like, up tilt and minecart, right?
I feel like it's got to be minecart just because it's so, like, polarizing. Whereas, like, up tilt's obviously really strong and you could get a ton off of it. But, like, if you threw an up tilt on other characters in the cast, it would be like, all right, it's obviously a good move still, but It's not crazy.
I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with the up air, right? The up tilt into up air string on the blocks, right?
Just with all those moves being so quick and like sequencing into each other.
As we're saying this, however, Steve is completely off the table now. We got Bayonetta on the screen, so
this is what I was expecting.
Don't have to talk about the funny block man, so we're all good.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting to see, like when I heard the two names called, just because obviously Tyroy is known for Smash 4 Bayo, and I feel like I've seen him play like Ultimate Bayo.
And Connie's pretty much a one-trick Samus. Is that what we're looking
I've
at?
only seen Connie Samus. I feel like he's played a few other characters, but on stream it's almost always Samus 4.
Gotcha, I see.
But very strong player.
Oh, you see, he goes for the grab there, expecting a tech, but maybe the metagame right there was to miss the tech so that the grab didn't happen, right?
Yeah, miss tech like isn't as bad of an option as many people think
Against
it is.
certain characters, it can work really well, right? Like what am I thinking? Certain, like against Sephiroth, for example, if you miss the tech on the forward throw and he goes for like a punish on like the tech roll read, you can just get up attack him for free and stuff like that. There's a lot of characters that have that kind of thing. But of course, it does play into like seeing what the player has done already in previous games, right? So this is all data that he's probably obtained previous to the set, right?
Definitely like analyzing habits and figuring out what to do is huge. And that's like just a sign of development as a player. The higher level you get, the more there'll be like data collecting game 1 to implement it games 2 and 3.
Of course. You'll notice that Connie actually goes for jab 1 and 2 on the shield, even though Samus's jab is not a true combo. Do you know, like the game has those little hints in between matches when you're like online or whatever. I'm talking about. Have you ever seen the one where it talks about how Samus's jab doesn't actually work? It's
I've
hilarious.
not seen that.
They go like, by the way, Samus's jab is not real. It's not a true combo. You have to mix it up. That's literally what Sakurai
That's interesting. I've never seen that.
I don't understand why, but we're going to see that ABK come out. Samus is a relatively tall character compared to, like, you know, the average height of characters, so that aerial ABK is going to do a lot of work, especially because in this matchup in general, it's pretty hard to jump, right? Like, Bayo's just going to eat those jumps for breakfast. Taking the ABK, doing, like, heel slide if she can if you're not shielding, but yeah, ABK just eats jumps for breakfast, so you kind of just have to, like, stay grounded, do the up B out of shield like he's doing, and it's going to take the stock.
For sure, and there's an interesting point from LeMay in chat. So,
oh yeah, we got chat commentators? Let's go.
So Connie goes to Esports Arena, which is a, I believe, Northwest like suburb tournament, and one of the notable players there is Shelter, who's also Bayo. So they have 82 sets against each other, Connie and Shelter.
My goodness.
So he just has like tons and tons of Bayo like matchup knowledge. So this could definitely like play into the factor, but
it's
again,
pretty interesting to see like the resurgence of Bayo, right? Like a lot of people are playing Bayo nowadays.
Yeah, especially I feel like in region there's a lot of Bayo players.
Yeah, we got Rose, we got La Loba, if you've heard of this guy.
Yeah.
That's a good friend of mine. Shout out La Loba. He couldn't make it today, but otherwise Alulu has been invading. We've been invading commentary, baby. I'm out here.
Alulu's cool. I haven't been able to make it out to an
You
Alulu.
should come, man. It's super fun. It's coolest. I mean, Ignition is pretty awesome. Let's be real.
I've heard only good things about Alulu.
Alulu's great. The TO, Lord Beppis, he's amazing. And yeah, shout out Beppis, shout out Doomy for TOing that event. It's always great. But yeah, if you're in Chicago on a Tuesday night, it's the best thing to do if you're a Smasher.
Doomy had a really solid run here a few weeks ago as well.
Yeah, he plays 5th, right?
Yeah.
Pretty insane. I mean, that's nothing to laugh at. Like, as I was playing in my matches earlier today, like, even like the earlier matches in bracket are pretty difficult, man.
I thought that would have taken it there.
That combo, yeah. But he ended up going for the nair instead of the forward air.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying too, yeah. These tournaments, like,
ooh, the bomb up tilt. Try to get off the ledge versus a good Samus, man.
It is tough.
Anyway, go on.
So
I'm sorry,
hard.
you were saying?
No, you're good. Like everywhere throughout Chicagoland, but especially at Ignition, you'll sometimes play someone round 1 that you've never heard of before, and then they're just really, really solid. Like there's just
Ignition's ridiculous.
There's just so many good players that you may not have even heard of before that like could always give a run for money, like, or always have a chance of making a crazy bracket run.
So this is an interesting matchup. I was just thinking as well because Bayo always like wants you to pressure her shield so she can get the up B out of shield combo into 60% or death, right? But the thing is that like Samus has so many projectiles that it kind of stuffs out Bayo's approach. So I'm kind of curious why you ended up switching to Bayo instead of the Steve. Probably just a little more solid on this character in general.
Yeah,
more
I was gonna say just comfortable on the character, like especially.
But Samus has the up B out of shield as well, so.
For sure. Samus seemed to be like doing pretty well against the Steve. Like a lot of characters in the cast struggle a lot more against Steve than I imagine Samus does. Or how it looked, at least from game 1.
Yeah,
so
no,
definitely when he saw that, go back to the comfort pick in Bayo. Definitely makes sense.
Why not? And the thing is, wow, that back air is going to take it for sure. No combo required, just a raw back air. That's fine. Samus's back air is also no joke, though. That can take a stock pretty early. If you're off stage, it'll kill at this %, you know?
For sure. And getting that stock there was big for Tyroy just because Bayo like definitely has trouble killing for sure. Like,
Yeah.
from without like getting huge combos, there's not many like straight hit options for Bayo to take a stock early.
You know what's interesting though? Yeah, that's very true. That's absolutely true. Especially because her smash attacks, even like the really strong moves that she does have, are pretty weak overall compared to other smash attacks in the game, right?
Ooh.
That down smash is going to take.
That's
it to the
crazy
ledge.
that connected.
So it's pretty interesting as well. I was thinking like Bayonetta as well doesn't have to really go to ledge. You know, she can kind of
Yeah.
like avoid the ledge overall and just ABK over it and hit Samus. So I was thinking maybe that could like function somehow pretty well in the matchup, but you know, Connie ends up taking it.
Yeah, I always, when I'm playing against Bayo, I like no matter how far out they are, how many times they try to edge guard, I always have the mindset of they're gonna make it back no matter what. Just because
Bayo has, like, the
you
best
can
recovery in the
linger,
game.
yeah, you can linger and make it back from so far away.
Yeah,
We
she can
got-
like make it back from the bottom corner bubble.
Yeah,
you know?
for
Like,
sure.
who would you say has the best recovery in the game? Bayo's up there for sure.
Bayo's up there.
Meta Knight,
I know-
Pac-Man.